Hey, how's it guys? Welcome to my channel. So this specific spot is very interesting. You can see I'm basically casting out beyond the kelp. So in front of me there's a kelp bed and shallow reef, and then it drops off to the back. There's a rock or reef in the center of this little bay, and then sand around it going to the left and to the right. Oh, come on! It's in the kelp. Okay, lift it. It's out of the kelp. So So when you hook up with a fish, you need to fight that fish at the back in that sand gully or along that sand stretch, and then when you feel the fish becomes tired, you just start to lift its head and pull it over this kelp. And you can see I got stuck quite a few times, and obviously being a smaller fish, it was easier to lift this fish. That's how it's done, guys. First cast on a chokka and mackerel fillet, a little bait. Beautiful little cod. This is a completely new spot that I haven't fished before. I casted just to the right of this rock pinnacle where there's a little bit of foam water, looking for a halyun. And I got a few bites, but I didn't really realize that I was hooked, or that I hooked into a very small fish. Probably a clip fish. Yeah, clubfish there. Very small halyun. On a frickin' 4-0 circle. So after scratching around with my heavy gear and not being that successful, I decided to scale down to my lighter gear. You see where I hooked up with this fish? What is it? Is it a halyun? It's probably a halyun. Yeah. What? In super shallow water, and it's actually a good size halyun. Look at that. Explaining to you guys, it's this little bay that fills up with high tide, and you'll see there's a kelp line at the back. So it's very shallow on the kelp, and then it drops off into this deeper section here to the right, and then to the left it's going shallower with a lot of sharp rocks and mussel beds. Oh, this thing just picked me up and ran straight into the kelp. Come out. Out. Oh, okay, this feels a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can't pull him this way. Just get away from the rocks. Yeah, it's not so big. What is this? Cayenne or? Hey, young muzzle cracker! Nice. Look at that. A few nice species today. Young mussel cracker. Look at that. Let's let him go. Oh no, what is this? This is a big fish on very light gear. Oh no, please don't cut me off. Feels like a very big fish. And I'm fishing a really light tackle. You guys can see I hooked up with a decent sized fish for the gear that I'm using, and I'm just fighting it as careful as possible with a very light drag, so when this fish decides to run off, it doesn't cut me off on the reef or on the rocks. I tried to change my angles quite a few times because the fish kept running to the right, to the deeper water, and then turned to the left, where it becomes very shallow. So to avoid it cutting me off, I did try to change my angles quite a few times. And yeah, this is a very cool spot to fish with light tackle, because you can hook up with quite big fish and still land them.